What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here with another video. And today, Broshmo, we are going to be giving our people the gift of a lifetime. 3 rounds, 3 different days. We're going to be doing another awesome mock draft. It's been a little while, and we finally got our big boards pretty much down. Gonna have a good time.
Yeah, we're going to give them the gift of ridicule. They're going to be able to ridicule us endlessly.
Yeah, I mean, we do a pretty good job. You did a better than Mel Kiper mock draft, so.
Okay, that was tongue in cheek, and someone took that way too literally.
I kind of took it literally, but
I love Mel Kiper.
I
made a shirt with his face on it.
I don't know how Mel Kiper is gonna like that. I don't know if you should sell that. It's gonna be like a copyright issue,
dude.
Needless
to say, let's just keep going.
Yeah, needless to say, I'm going to be taking the NFC teams today. Broshmo is going to be taking AFC. I think that's pretty fair given the fact that if we go alternating picks, then
it's
like certain teams, it's a big mess. So to keep drafting philosophy simple, AFC, Broshmo, NFC, me, also make sure that I do not have to deal with taking a pick at number 2 for the Texans. So without further ado, I'm going to kick this off. Yes, exactly that look. We're going to kick it off with the Lions here, starting off at number 1 overall. And this is a pretty simple pick for me. Obviously, I always love to go for offensive line if I see a bona fide prospect, but this is the one team that doesn't need it because the Dolphins decided to pass on Penei Sewell and gave him right to you guys. And according to what we saw with Josh Uche and Liam Eichenberg, not the right decision. Still, there's another valuable position on the board on the defensive front. It's edge. And we think that Trey Flowers is going to be cut. I think he has a $10.4 million dead cap that you guys can get rid of. And that is beautiful. KT, Kayvon Thibodeau, Oaks Christian alumni, is an absolute stud. This past week, 11 pressures, 22 snaps. 50% pressure rate is absolutely unbelievable. This guy's the real deal. He has the juice to go all the way.
Yeah, I already clicked on him like a minute ago, and I was like, douche. All right, so I got the Texans. I would have loved if we had Thibodeau here, but Thibodeau, KT. But we don't. And honestly, Evan Neal is a sexy choice. That's not who I'm going. Because I like the idea of like having Tunzel, having Neal on the other side. But I'm going to forego that, and I'm going to go with another edge. Because, it's a deep class, but I mean, you got to get the blue chip guys. And right now, you got Hutchinson, you got DeMarvin Leal, and then one of my favorite guys, Kingsley Enagbare. I think Enagbare is just a step below those other two. I love Hutchinson, but I do think the upsides with Leal. That's who I'm going to go with. I love his movement skills for a guy that's 290. He allows a lot of versatility. I don't know how much versatility you really need in that basic vanilla Lovie Smith defense, but it's nice to at least know you have it.
Yeah. No, yeah. I love the pick. I do, because I think Leal could also be pretty dominant on the interior, exterior. He's can go everywhere, really athletic, and extreme upside. Huge fan of that pick.
Oh, yeah. Jaguars, this one's easy. Just let's go ahead, get Evan Neal, take care of your signal caller to their franchise, Trevor Lawrence himself. But, I mean, Cam Robinson, franchise tag, he's gone. And then Jawan Taylor, man, he's a Jawan. They got Walker Little there, too, so
yep.
A lot of options. Derek Stingley's going to be the next pick for me as well. Foot injury, college, it's all nice. They don't really tell you the details. Was on crutches this week. Hopefully it's not serious. Don't think it will be. Most athletic corner in this draft. Jets, they need some more talent depth at corner. I know. Bryce Hall, he's playing great. I wonder who really loved him a couple of years ago. Oh, I did. Then you got, dude was great. And then you got Michael Carter in the slot. Get someone next to him, because the guys that they've been putting at the corner 2 spot, they're really sub-package guys. Equals and Guidry. So there we go. We got Derek Stingley, and now I can take a break until, pick 12.
Heyo.
Have fun.
So Yeah, honestly, thinking about that, I would like look at Kyle Hamilton, but I think that if you look at the opportunity cost, you can potentially see that the Eagles as well as the Falcons are probably going to be looking at corner before your next one. So you're going at quarterback 3 versus pretty much, cornerback, solidified cornerback 1.
Yeah, that corner
I
is
like
such
it.
a volatile position too. It's nice to have
Yeah.
great depth there. And let's be
Yeah.
honest about the safety position. It's a little devalued in the draft.
Hmm.
And I mean, like Kyle Hampton, definitely worthy of a top 10 pick. You got Marcus May on the
Yeah.
franchise tag, probably, maybe not going to resign. But yeah, cornerback
Yeah.
depth's everything, man. Safeties, they impact the field not as much as a good cornerback. So
Totally agree. But speaking of safeties, we're not going to take one at this pick. Number 5, the
gonna say,
Giants.
they're loaded.
Oh,
Safeties.
yeah, no, they're absolutely loaded. Yeah, no, they don't need really much anything in the secondary. I hope they actually start improving on their secondary, actually performing as well as we think they could. Regardless, something that you usually want to get in the top 5, something that Gettleman likes to get in the top 5, is a monster on the line. This time, defensively, Aiden Hutchinson's been going absolutely off this year, looking like a Bosa level talent. And that's somebody who I absolutely can see working on the New York Giants here. Don't understand why wide receiver is listed as one of their needs. It's not one. Aiden Hutchinson brings that oomph. He brings that presence that honestly is going to be pretty damn awesome, especially since the Cowboys are starting to have such a lethal offense. You need to have something that puts pressure on Dak, that stops Zeke. That is going to be the way you start winning the division, win in the trenches. Yeah.
I agree.
saw
I
you-
concur. Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
taking vacation since I'm not here till
That's
pick
fine.
12.
I saw you like lean a little bit towards your mic. I was like, oh boy, here we go. But the Eagles, I think y'all have been very excited to see how the draft board falls because I know Kyle Hamilton is a prime prospect. If I were to have the Eagles sitting at number 1 overall, maybe I wouldn't take Kyle Hamilton, but it would be KT and Kyle Hamilton as my favorite players for them to get in this draft just because of positional need. I love Kyle Hamilton to the squad. Pretty sure Anthony Harris is not going to re-sign. Kyle Hamilton has that ability to fill in there and play at an extremely high level. He's just a game changer at safety. I don't like many safeties to the level of which Kyle Hamilton is, but he's a game changer. He's a game breaker. So big fan of that pick. I see the
Sure.
nodding. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's great.
these top 6 guys are probably like they're all blue chip, so there's nothing really
I
to
totally
complain
agree.
about.
Yeah. I totally
And,
agree here.
The Dolphins say you're welcome, Philly.
That is true. Yeah. So Miami sends their regards. Yeah. Kyle Hamilton, perfect fit, exactly what the Eagles need, and somebody who has the talent to be worth a top 3 pick. Number 7, still on the board with the Atlanta Falcons. And I think with a bunch of edges already off the board, I know for you, Broshmo, I'm pretty sure that you would at least consider Kingsley. I call him a Nagbear, might be a Nagbari. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but
Me
I'm
either.
sure that you would. Yeah, I'm sure that you would consider him at this spot. I'm a little bit lower on him at this point, even though I do respect him. I think he does deserve that mid to later first round hype, which he's not getting. He's getting like mid to late second, which is disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean,
Regardless,
the draft
yeah.
network, they moved him from like 90 something to like he's like what 43, 48 now,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, he's at 43. So I'm very happy about that because I've been a proponent for Kingsley to actually be up there, even though he wasn't one of my high edges. Regardless, I think cornerback is going to be the best value position. You need somebody to help out with AJ Terrell there. Kyer Elam is the most dominant cornerback that is healthy right now in college. I mean, I just
He's
love
actually
Kyer Elam.
he's missed the like last couple of games.
That is, yeah, okay, maybe healthy enough to play some games this season. How about that? So Kyer Elam, you look at his size, 6'2", 193, and maybe not the biggest guy in the world, but he fits perfectly what you're looking for. Really solid, being able to mirror guys. I would consider taking Sauce Gardner over him, but you cannot challenge SEC competition. Like you can't.
Not wrong,
Like
man.
Sauce has been dominant versus AAC. Kyer, SEC, got to give the nod to him. Definitely.
I
gonna be
think
rocking that.
Elam's gonna test much better too.
Oh yeah. Elam's gonna be a lot more athletic. Sauce put on like another 20 pounds or something like that. He got up to like 200.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. He tried to put on some extra weight. So yeah, I think Kyer Elam will also test a bit better. Number 8 though, still sitting on the board here with the Washington football team, which is, granted, they kind of need maybe like one free safety to be able to make it rock. Speaking of Marcus May, I think that would be a good destination for him. Like you might be able to free up some cap from Landon Collins, be able to
Such a bad
use
signing.
that. Oh, I know. I saw that the day that he got signed, I was like, oh, geez. But I think that might be actually a really good spot for Marcus May to go. I don't think a free safety is worth this pick right now, even though I'm a huge fan of Jalen Catalon, which y'all want to see guys like Jalen Catalon. And I'm not like, what? Who else is here? Daxton Hill. There we go. I'm surprised he's higher.
I like Jordan
You guys-
too.
Yeah, either continue watching this or some of these guys might slip into the next round. I think that'd be a good spot for a guy like that to go. Quarterback is obviously a huge void right now. Taylor Heineke, he's not bad at all. He has his moments. He's just not a franchise quarterback that can actually lead you to something of actual value. So, yeah, he can put up a good game here or there. I just think you need more consistency. Speaking of consistency, just kidding. That was a terrible transition. Malik Willis to me reminds me of Deshaun Watson when I watch him play. Legitimately, it could be the Liberty uniforms, but when I watch this guy play, when he has that play style of Deshaun Watson, who before all the external stuff was considered as one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. I think it's worth taking a shot on. I think he's really fun, and it's just the best value for this pick. You're at number 8 overall. Take a shot on a quarterback. Malik Willis, Liberty.
Yeah. Just find out what his massage habits are.
Yes, that might be good discovery beforehand. So at number 9, the Eagles are back on the board, and I'd 100% look at an edge right here. Unfortunately, I just personally don't think anybody's worth this spot. I would look at somebody like Zach Harrison in the next round to be potentially somebody you stick on the interior, but just not really feeling a vibe on any of these dudes right at this moment, especially at number 9. I think that I'm going to be going towards the cornerback position. Steven Nelson, probably not going to return. And he was a great signing. I think somebody who could mirror that type of talent is Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. I'm a huge fan of him. Again, consider taking him at 7 over Kyer Elam. He is just absolutely dominant. You see his impact on the field every time he plays. He has that game-changing presence on the field, and I'm a huge, huge fan of that. I think it's a good addition to the Philly.
Oh, yeah.
Concur?
I like it. I concur, dude. I've been lost in the sauce for quite some time.
He's so good. I've been a fan of him since like the moment we were able to do a 2022 mock. It was just, he's way too good. Number 10 though, back with the Giants. Giants, we're not able to do trades in this, are we? Just to keep it simple.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Let's keep it simple. Just to keep it simple, we won't do trades. A position of need for the Giants is both guard and tackle at the same time. So depending on your point of view of this player, he could be a guard or a tackle. For me, he's tackle too, but I do love his upside. I was going to say,
that's like 3 or 4 guys in this
yeah.
first round.
Oh, well, trust me, I know. You got Kemen here, you got Darian, you got Kenyon. There are a lot of dudes who can play both guard and tackle. I think Darian Kennard plays exactly what the Giants are looking for in terms of offensive linemen. He fits exactly what they've been drafting in the past. He's going to be the exact same for the future. He is not going to be a day one impact because he's had like only a couple of games where like Will Levis has been able to legit pass. So his pass protection's transformed exponentially from last year. Oh, yeah. Watch his tape. It's night and day. That doesn't mean that it is NFL ready, but the upside is unbelievable. And you get the running game back. So I think Shane Lemieux is going to be replaced by Darian Kennard in the short term, but right tackle, I think that's where he fits long term. I think this is an excellent fit and an excellent pick.
I like it.
Yeah. I love it. Speaking of another pick that I'm going to love, number 11 to the Carolina Panthers. They need both a left tackle and a guard. And very similar to the New York Giants, there's somebody who fits that perfectly. There's a man who played 1 game at left tackle this year, and he played phenomenally against arguably one of the best defenses in college, Alabama. His name's Kenyon Green. So the PFF-wise, the guards have been probably worse than the tackles, whether that's Brady Christensen or Cameron Fleming. I think Kenyon Green has that upside to play that left tackle. I want to see him do it more often, but he's been able to show that he can play guard very well as well. Good in mobile scheme. He's a perfect fit. So I'm taking him.
Okay, yeah, I don't dispute it. I was kind of cringing. I was waiting to see here which guy would
Oh,
go.
it's either a Kemba or a Kenyon. You can choose whatever one you
Yeah,
want.
I don't know.
Both
Well,
fit
I'm
very
trying
well.
to plot my path, you know.
I just love the Kenyon Green to the squad.
Yeah, honestly, Kenyon
Works well.
Green was you could make a consideration to him to the Jets, just because LaFleur's outside block zone blocking scheme. With him off the board, I'm down to two prospects, right? Because I don't think they need a tackle. All their problems have been Greg Van Roden and getting more consistency from was it Connor McGovern there at center?
I think so.
Yeah, which he's kind of up and down, but for the most part, like and Elijah Vera Tucker's been playing a lot better. So, I was thinking receiver. I think Chris Olave would be real. This isn't the pick.
Okay.
I'm just talking out loud.
I know. I was
talking out
surprised
loud.
by it.
I think Chris Olave, throw that dude on the outside. He could also play the slot. You got Elijah Moore. You got your contested catch guy in Corey Davis, and obviously Denzel Mims isn't a part of the plan or future plans. I think that would be a fun idea. But then I went back. I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and actually address the offensive line. So I'm going with Tyler Linderbaum, dude. I think he's perfect for this scheme. You could kick McGovern over to right guard where Van Roden is. And yeah, I think I'm going to roll with that. I feel good. I feel okay.
I don't blame you for it. I think it's a great fit. And even if he does, even if you want to keep McGovern at center, you can still play Linderbaum at guard. I think it's perfectly fine.
I feel better about him at center, though. I don't know about guard in the NFL. But
he has an extremely high IQ, and he's very mobile and very strong. I absolutely love Tyler Linderbaum. I think he's a top 5 prospect for me in this class, honestly. I'd probably put him
top 5?
Put him
what
above.
The heck?
Yeah, I'd put him above Derek Stingley.
Dude, I thought I liked him when I had him at 10.
Dude, he's a freaking beast. See, I love Tyler Linderbaum.
There's a lesson for you kids. Doesn't matter how much you love a prospect. There's always someone that loves them more.
That's me. So number 13, you got the Eagles back again. And if there were trades, I'd 100% trade this back with another team, either acquire a first next year or just go farther back so we can get a linebacker later in the first. That's not going to happen. So that kind of sucks. But regardless, we're going to stick to it. Quarterback is not something I'm going to go after. It's just, like, I've talked to a lot of Eagles fans, and they're just not ready for another situation where they have to get used to a new quarterback. Jalen Hurts is not exactly a problem. He might not be the solution, but he might not be the problem. So I love my boy Matt Corral. Not going to be sending him there. I think edge is a good position to start looking at. This is a good spot for a guy like Karlaftis if you really want him to. You want to push injuries aside, which, I mean, the Eagles are perfectly fine taking a dude who could be injury prone like Devontae Smith at 155 pounds. That could be the right spot. You could, of course, look at Kingsley. I know that might be where you'd go if you went the edge route.
He's violent, man. I'm all for violence.
He is a beast. I do like Kingsley, and I'm very much considering him here. Man, Karlaftis is hard to choose against, though. He is 275 pounds. There are teams triple teaming this man in the Big Ten. Yeah, that is a sign.
I like that it's a return to his freshman form. It's nice.
Yeah. No, he is absolutely dominant. I think that he works on the Eagles, man, because, again, BG is going to be gone probably. You know, he got injured also on a contract year. Josh Sweat just got paid, but you're not going to stop taking an edge just because of Josh Sweat. And then Derek Barnett's going to be gone. Those are two departures that you need to replace, and Ryan Kerrigan's not getting any younger. I usually criticize this pick. I'm going to go Karlaftis here. I think the upside is undeniable on a team that needs some extra youth and some extra upside.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of difficulties right now with this Bengals pick. Oh,
really? Okay.
Yeah, because I like Akem a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking that for you.
I don't know if I want to take another guy that might end up a guard. Yeah, shut up. No, I'm gonna get to that. I know. I think I know where you're going.
Well, no, I was just thinking that it's usually a given pick for me because Tyler Linderbaum is always here. I love taking Linderbaum to this team.
Okay.
So no, I was not gonna make fun of you.
Okay. Well, you might in a second.
Okay.
So we'll see. With they picked up Jackson Carman. You know, a guy that he used to play tackle, but now they're making him the guard there. I don't know if you want another guy that you hope works out at tackle and ends up moving to guard. So I'm gonna get a guy that ideally he's gonna work out at tackle. Because let's be fair, the offensive line needs addressed. Riley Reef, he's gone. Even though the play's been good, I hope they bring him back. I don't know if they will though. Secondary is always a possibility, like corner. Because I mean, honestly, Trent McDuffie wouldn't be a bad addition to the secondary.
Yeah, neither would
like
Andrew
coverage
Booth.
wise. Yeah, I think McDuffie might be a better fit scheme wise though.
Yeah, I like upside.
Yeah, I like Booth too. But McDuffie's that dude. I don't know. I think McDuffie's been a lot better this year than Booth. Booth's had a few rough patches last month.
Yeah,
but
yeah, he has.
I actually, this is why I said shut up. I'm gonna go with Charles Cross.
I'm not gonna blame you on that. He's taken a big step up for me.
Yeah, that Alabama game, the faded Alabama game. Dude was a monster. He's got the athletic upside. So let's just go ahead with it now. Because really, tackle, I feel like you get to a certain point and this tackle class is already kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't consider Nicholas Petit-Frere. He's a true right tackle.
He's my next. I think he plays better at left. I was reading a article. He feels way better, way more comfortable on the left side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
well,
yeah, either
you have
to his. I know, and I'm trying to talk myself out of quarterback because I really like a chem for this pick. I know you're looking at me like that, dude. Dwayne Haskins, man, he's the future.
He sucks.
All right, I guess I'm taking Matt Corral.
Thank God. Oh my goodness. Dude, Dwayne Haskins, I don't even know if he's the actual backup on this team. And Mason Rudolph sure as hell ain't going to be the future either. No disrespect to Dwayne, but if you can't beat out a guy like Mason Rudolph, you sure as hell don't deserve command of the Steelers. Give some respect to my boy.
And this lines up actually a really, really good pick for me. For the Patriots, I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. I think he's a really good fit for Mac Jones, a guy that can attack all levels, opposed to like Olave, who, yeah, he's a good route runner in his own right, but you want that guy to be like, he's got burners. You want him to be a true deep threat, and I feel like they got a few of those already. So let's get a guy that's gonna attack the intermediate. So
surprised you didn't go corner there.
I really think they're gonna bring back J.C. Jackson.
I think so too, but they just lost Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, but they have they paid all that money to Jalen Mills. I'm not gonna say Jalen Mills. Oh, they have Jalen Mills. I know. Believe me, I'm not. They paid Jalen Mills. I'll just say that. They could address that. We could address this later. Let's just help Mac and cheese right now.
Okay.
The Broncos.
I'm excited to see what you do here.
I'm not like a lot of the NFL or the draft community. I like Sam Howell. The guy's got a big arm. It's like, oh, he's not playing that well. Oh, dude, shut the heck up. He has nobody. Like Josh Downs, great, one person.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yep. Don't disrespect my guy Josh.
Oh, I won't.
He's a first rounder for me next year.
Oh, next year? Dude, next year's class is going to be dope, dude, with, was it Keishon Butte? However you say his name.
Yeah, Butte. Yeah.
I hope it's Butte. I hope so. That's just a shirt waiting to happen. But yeah, I'm going to go with Sam Corral, man. Sam Corral. Oh my gosh, I'm mixing the two. Sam Howell.
That'd be great.
Like, dude, I think this cat is learning to go through his progressions, not because they're asking him to, but because no one's open. Like, this guy's doing it for his own survival. This isn't like a case with Spencer Rattler where it's like, I'm just looking for someone open. It's like, no, he knows what his receivers are doing. He knows where his checkdowns are. It just happens Downs is the only guy that's open. You know, he's not making turnover. Like, ever since the Virginia Tech game, he's not making these turnover-worthy plays. He's been very good, like, with taking care of the football. I think there's something there. The guy's got
I love it.
Cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
Miami
I'm
Dolphins.
a huge fan of that pick. You and I are two of the few who actually are still fans of Sam.
Yeah, I know this, and honestly, this
Okay.
is kind of where my first round ends with the quarterback class. I think like Strawn's like kind of fringe. Like I got my reservation. I get scared that he's Jacob Eason, you know.
Do you think Tanner McKee comes out though?
Man, I really
Like, do we
hope so.
consider him in this?
I really
Because
hope so. I'm really high on Tanner McKee,
I think he's great.
but it's just such a small sample size that, like, he's literally gonna have a Davis Mills sample size. That's the problem.
Yeah, with better upside.
Oh, way better upside, dude. And
So.
he's actually mobile. Not to say
Yeah.
Mills isn't, but I mean,
Yeah.
the Miami Dolphins. This one's actually incredibly tough. I'm really against just adding more youth to that line. It's not gonna help Tua none. It's not gonna help
Yeah.
them. Like,
I agree.
so they need to add some veteran leadership there. Holy moly, dude. There's like I kind of want to consider linebacker here, and
Okay.
I think the fit for me would be. Oh, I'm kind of also like receiver. It's kind of sexy, but I think the receiver I would
What?
take here would be Drake. Dude, are you serious? We got Waddle and what else? We got a Will Fuller. Oh
Devontae?
wait, he's hurt. Listen, he had one good year, man, and he got paid.
You
because of
giving
it.
up on him. You giving
Yeah.
up on him.
Yeah, because I've seen him for too long. Like, I like Parker, but the dude's not a number one. Waddle, he's a guy that likely you can use in a variety of different ways. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of play around with Drake London at this pick because I think he's a good complement. Another guy that could kick into the big slot. He's a good contested catch target. The thing with Tua is he has problems really. Well, first off, it's not like he's got elite arm strength, but
I am shocked that you're not going edge.
why would I go edge, dude? Well, we got was it Egba, Manuel?
Ogba?
Like, thank you.
Emmanuel Ogba's coming up for a contract, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna get paid. The dude's been really good for us.
All right.
We got Jalen Phillips. Like,
All right.
defense is not the problem.
Okay.
Making me mad. So this
Just
is where
saying.
I'm stuck between London and I really like London. The more I talk about it, man.
Hey, go with your heart, man. You know this team a lot better than I do, so listening to you talk about it helps.
Yeah, and dude, London's just so good. He creates after the catch. The thing I was
love
trying to get to earlier is Tua. He has trouble throwing guys open. He's so used to those big windows that they had in college. They had mainly at Alabama. That even like Ryan Fitzpatrick was mentioning this was a struggle with Tua, that he doesn't necessarily like he looks at these windows as too tight. He doesn't have the garage door windows he had back in college. A guy with London's like stinking catch radius. Oh, he's a great contested catcher. He can create after the yeah, I'm going London, dude. I talked myself out of what I was initially gonna do.
What were you initially going to do?
Nakobe Dean,
That's fair. He's young too.
really good
like
man
that.
coverage linebacker that can bring the house, and he plays the run well.
Yeah.
I don't care what people think about. Well, who's the other cat we got? Baker, right? Jerome Baker, is that it?
Yeah, Jerome Baker.
Yeah, he ain't that good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's a good
You're still on the
athlete.
board,
He's
dude.
dude, the Raiders. Ooh. Oh
think Campbell.
boy, what do we got here? Like, okay, linebacker's kind of an interesting thought here because linebackers just they can't get it right. I don't know why they don't really play. What was it? Nick, the former Chicago linebacker.
Kwiatkowski.
Yeah, like he played pretty well last year. I don't know why he doesn't get time. I guess it's like, hey, we paid Corey Littleton a lot. Go out there and perform, and he really hasn't.
Yeah.
So, like, I think Devin Lloyd is an interesting guy to think about here because I really think he brings the pass rush. He's a sure tackler, sure run stuffer. The guy's good around the line of scrimmage. And I think he's for a team that asks their linebackers to like drop into zone 70% of the time. He's that guy. Like, you're not gonna want a guy like Nakobe Dean. I think he's more fit to like cover your tight ends, your running backs out the backfield, even like throw in the slot occasionally. Same with Christian Harris. I don't want that guy dropping back in zone. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
So Lloyd's for me an interesting thought. I think you could also go with corner. Trent McDuffie is very interesting here for me. Just in case Casey Hayward, I think they need a lot more depth. We saw what happened with Mullins. Like, Hayward's on a one-year deal. We saw what happened when Mullins is down. Like, Amik Robertson. Throwing that guy to the outside at 5'8", poor guy. Like, he's a slot only in the NFL. And they threw him to the outside. And Mike Williams just licked his chops, dude. I was watching that game, and I was like, man, so glad to have Mike Williams on my fantasy team.
True.
Yeah, so Trent McDuffie, I think, is a real consideration as well. He's higher on my board. Offensive line, obviously, the biggest need. And you know what? If Tom Cable is retained, I think Icky is actually the pick here, now that I think about it. I'm glad that I talked this out. I appreciate that.
That's why we do it.
Yeah, dude, because Leatherwood, if they're... Because they've been, I know, working them out at guard in practice.
Oh.
So they might kick Leatherwood back into guard because he's been struggling pretty bad at tackle. So you got Akem at right, or worst case scenario, you got two banger guards. Well, hopefully with Leatherwood. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Akem, man. And I just completed the gauntlet, and I'm not gonna lie, it didn't go the way that I expected.
Dude, that Akem pick threw me for a little bit of a loop. I like it though.
I know. I was gonna go Trent McDuffie. It's just I'm really high. I really think Akem might be a top 10 prospect when we get to the draft.
Well, after his testing numbers, I wouldn't doubt it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's gonna be a freak. But no, that's interesting. I'm happy that Leatherwood is. Well, I kind of wish Leatherwood would prove me wrong. Like I wish that he was actually really good. But y'all knew my reaction.
Yeah.
Like,
you mean everybody's reaction?
Yes. Well, in the NFL community, a lot of people had Leatherwood as their number one tackle. That's what RJ told me. It's just like, what the fuck? What, like, number one tackle above Penny and Rashawn? Like, those guys need to get fired.
I mean, for those takes though, it's like, yeah, like you gotta look at like, okay, well, also I didn't really have Michael Carter, the Duke corner, on my board. When he came off, I was like, wow, that's surprising. And now he's like banger in the slot, dude. Nate Hobbs.
Nate Hobbs.
Like, so,
I like Nate Hobbs though.
I didn't really watch him. I couldn't tell you anything about him. I was shocked. Okay. I was like, I don't know who this dude is.
Yeah. No, I like Nate Hobbs.
No, but good.
Yeah, back to the board. Number 20, you got the Minnesota Vikings, and I think the two biggest positions of need are going to be safety as well as corner. I think corner is a better value right now, especially when looking at what you can get next round. And seeing the guys who fell, is Trent McDuffie or Andrew Booth. I like to go with the upside.
Which is fair. No, I don't disagree. Like, a lot of people are going to have these corners ranked all kinds of different ways.
We have a solidified top 5 of corners. Choose them whichever way you want. You do you. I think Andrew Booth has the major upside. He was originally my number 11 player in the draft. Made some major progressions in IQ, but has had some rough patches. Trent McDuffie is better all around. Choose whichever one you want. I'm going to choose Andrew Booth because I love his athletic upside. This dude is probably the second most athletic corner in the draft, next to Derek Stingley. So that's who I'm going to go with.
Ooh, all right. Tennessee Titans. Honestly, I could probably draft corner here and it would make sense.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so beat up. Farley out for the year. Was it Fulton's on IR? Chris Jackson went down twice in the Monday night game. Yeah, dude, they're on life support. But I'm not trying to put more rookies back there, so they just grab some reliable vets. Running the football is a big deal, I hear, in Tennessee. I think they got someone by the name of Derrick Henry back there who's pretty good. So maybe you want to get, make sure your line is like legit. But to be fair, like they might not be like he might have one of the best run blocking lines in football. It's just pass protection's kind of been all over the place. Like Taylor Lewan hasn't been like really himself this year. And now he got concussed. Even Nate Davis has been struggling in pass pro.
Yeah.
How do I feel about? Well, I don't really have any
Dude,
interior guys, but
I
what?
thought this was gonna be an easy pick, man.
Well, yeah, I kind of know who I'm gonna get, but you know what? I like to stretch out. I don't know who do you think I'm going with?
N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah,
The
that's actually who I'm going with.
Yeah. The linebacking core is ass. Like there's no need to sugarcoat it.
Jayon Brown, he's on a 1-year deal, but
Okay.
right now he's banged up. Evans is trash, so
Yeah. No, I was referencing more Evan.
yeah,
Like Rashawn Evans.
Yeah,
Which N'Kobe Dean is a perfect replacement for.
he is, and
So-
I think they're moving more back to the man coverage, heavy man coverage, which actually was kind of detrimental when Borders came in last night for Chris Jackson. Jackson's not even yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that N'Kobe Dean fit. I was like, what the hell? Like, why are you trying to talk about all these other random ass positions? Like, like shoot.
Sorry,
N'Kobe
dude.
Dean is that dude.
I'm a man that likes his foreplay.
Oh my God. At number 22, I think that Jameis has never been the problem in New Orleans.
Nah.
Receivers have been the problem in New Orleans.
Oh,
You
dude,
have-
I set you up perfect for this pick. Oh, I know
There
where
is
you're going
Chris
with.
Olave on the board, and something that Drew Brees said is that they do not have the ability to stretch the field back when he was quarterback. They don't still, because they don't have a deep threat that's actually good. Chris Olave, excellent separator, as well as a really good deep threat. He is a perfect fit, no doubt about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Los Angeles Chargers. I think this could be a fun spot for like a Treylon Burks, depending on what they do with Mike Williams. But again,
Yeah.
depending on what they do with Mike Williams, that's kind of situational. There's the tackle spot. Like Storm Norton's been pretty bad,
Yeah.
but you know what? I've been mocking this guy to the Chargers for like it feels like forever. And as much as I love Kingsley Enagbare, I actually prefer Drake Jackson for this pick.
Okay.
Typical 9 wide guy, dude. Great movement
Yeah.
skills, a guy you can get real creative with. Oh man, Browns. This one's tough too. Do they keep Clowney? I imagine they do, dude. He's been so effective for them.
Yeah.
I guess it really depends what his asking price is. So this could
That
be
too.
another spot for Kingsley Enagbare. Man,
Is there a chance that there's a quarterback taking at this spot?
yeah, I just did that Keith Sanchez mock the mock.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
I think Baker's back along for the ride one more year.
Okay.
So like, I mean, why
Tanner
am I
McGee?
gonna Tanner McGee? Yeah, in 2023.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm down to. It's Enagbare or Jordan Davis.
I was literally just highlighting Jordan Davis' name on my screen.
Yeah, were
So-
you? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was
I'm-
thinking, man, they can really get some beef in the middle, you know?
Yeah. I personally would go Jordan Davis here, but
God,
I mean,
dude,
it's
the
just- it really
fanboy
depends
in
if-
me really wants an Enagbare. Yeah, let's go Jordan Davis. I'm gonna go with the
Yeah.
beef. The dude's really good, man, and he's playing
Mm-hmm.
alongside an extremely talented defensive line.
yeah. No. That's a pretty damn good pick. When you're the Browns, you just want to continue solidifying pieces. Jordan Davis is arguably the best interior defensive lineman in the class if you do not consider DeMarvin Leal as one. So it's good value. I like it.
Oh,
Number
thanks,
25.
man.
You're welcome. You got the Cheeseheads. And this is a spot where, I mean, I would love just to go on N'Kobe Dean here. I just don't think the linebacking core is that good, even with Jalen Smith potentially coming back, which I don't think he will. I think he's there for the ride with Aaron Rodgers and see what happens. Offensive line has been a little bit brutal, though. Would you agree?
Yes, they are gonna get some guys back though.
I mean, the right side of the line's not great. Even with at full strength, I don't think it's that great. What don't they have like? Do they have Dennis Kelly at right tackle for some reason? It's like popping in my head. Who do they have at right tackle?
I don't know if he started, but they do have him on the roster. I do know that.
Okay, so yeah, because I just did my Packers 7-round mock, so it's escaping me. I think that going tackle wouldn't be a terrible idea here. You need to protect your asset in Jordan Love because it's going to be a little bit rough starting out. But this is another spot. Would you consider Kingsley and Nagbear here or Nagbear?
Yeah, because I really think Zadarius is gone, and so is Preston. I think Smith brothers are gone.
That's all I need to hear. I mean, I just don't think the tackle value is good enough right now. So I'm going to go Kingsley and Nagbear, going to solidify or attempt to re-solidify the defensive front.
Oh, yeah dude. And honestly, that's a scary duo, dude.
I know.
Like Gary, man, he's coming on now. Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, last year he was, but still a lot faster than I anticipated. I thought he was more of a project.
Definitely. Yeah, I think that'd be a really good duo. Can at least patch the wound that was just opened up by Rodgers pretty much taking the rest of the roster with him. 26 Cowboys. Randy Gregory is going off right now, by the way. Did you see that hit he did against Mac Jones? He went around the tackle and hit him at full speed. That was beautiful.
I don't know how they're going to afford him, but I know they will. Because
you really think they will?
Yeah, cap space isn't real anymore. Didn't you see what the Saints did?
Yeah.
I don't believe in cap space anymore.
Because I believe Adam Anderson would be a really good selection here.
He would be
just
if you're not going to re-sign Gregory. And I don't know why you wouldn't at this point.
Yeah. Looking at the other positions of need, you could look in the safety room just because there are a lot of dudes who are 1-year contracts.
Yeah.
So guys like Jalen
just had a DWI.
Who?
Kazi.
DeMonte Casey. Yeah.
Is it Casey? I've never. That sucks. I was such a fanboy for him too.
No, he's really good. So hopefully he did not actually get a DUI. That would suck. Regardless, a guy like Jalen Catalon would be a really good addition here. Jordan Battle is, I don't know why he's at number 32. He's lighting it up if you want something more on the strong side. He's a freak. But
yeah, he is.
I mean, I just can't go Daxton Hill. I think he's similar to Tyke Smith as more of a slot guy. Would you agree?
I think that's just because how Michigan's playing him, dude. I don't know why he's exclusively playing in the slot this year. I think he's got some real movement skills. So I'm a bit indifferent about it, but it's enough for me not to really... like, I don't know. It's enough for me to like scare me out of the first round talk with him unless like I'm a team with significant depth. To be fair, we're kind of getting to those teams that do have good depth. So
yeah. Honestly, this is just a pick best guy available for like a general position of need. I think Jalen Catalon might be the best choice here. He's a guy with an extreme upside. You can potentially bring back DeMonte Casey. You have safeties that are there on 1- and 2-year contracts. So there's vacancies as well as guys who are veterans that can help. He is a missile. He is willing to play in the run game. I think that he's one of my favorite players in the draft. Even if he makes a mistake here or there, I think that he's worth it. And that's why I'm going to take him.
Sounds good to me, man.
I like him. And I saw how the board just fell. Number 27, the Cardinals, they don't need a cornerback desperately, right? They're willing to trade him away, right? Even for Zach Ertz, trading away, Tay Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like take out in a 5th, I think. Yeah, take out in a 5th. I would look at Trent McDuffie still, guys. I really would. You can't harp on the fact that Alford did a pretty good job and like the guys that you have, Marco Wilson doing well. You can't imagine that 2 corners or 3 corners can consistently do it year in and year out when they're not actually top talents. Like history repeats itself over time, and those guys are, they slip for a reason, or they go to a free agency for a reason. Edge is another position I'd look at, though. There's still Myjai Sanders on the board. I know that there is still a vacancy in that edge room. Chandler Jones might not be returning. I know they requested for a trade last year. I would look at Myjai. I'd look at Adam Anderson as a fun guy to be that. Who is the guy? Hassan Reddick position? Oh, yeah.
if you think that JJ Watt's not going to last, Zach Harrison, one of the biggest risers, Nick Benito, there's a really good argument for edge here. I think the best value, you guys are going to kill me, is corner though. Who would you take in this position? Because I'm looking at Trent McDuffie.
Man, I said this about Byron Murphy, that I hate him as a scheme fit. Took him 3 years to really get
up to where he should be.
Yeah, exactly. Trent McDuffie though is a much better prospect. Much better. It's great value. I don't disagree.
I'm gonna go edge, dude. I'm gonna go edge.
All right, fine. Screw what I have to say.
Yeah, I know. Like, I really like Trent McDuffie, but I just don't think the Cardinals are gonna target that first round. I think they're gonna want to get a guy like
draft.
Majai.
You don't necessarily have to for the corner position. I think it's a good draft, so you don't necessarily have to.
I just think there's a big drop off after McDuffie, but it gets better later on, which is where they feast.
Feel like there's 2 guys right now that are like, they're in that first round area. There's just a few question marks with them.
Mikhail Wright and
no,
what's the kid
I
from
hate
Georgia?
Mikhail Wright. No, I don't hate him personally, but I'm not a big fan.
Damn.
Dude has been lit up. Stanford allowed 2 touchdowns. Got caught sleeping in the Ohio State game.
He did mess up in the Ohio State game, but this guy has skin tight coverage. You actually get him to be more diligent.
Small.
That is true.
Yeah,
that's true.
And to be fair, the guys that I actually like actually have a bit more size.
So I would say Darian Kendrick is probably a dude you're looking at, and maybe Roger McCreary.
Yep.
Yeah, Roger McCreary is good.
He is.
Yeah, he's good. He's my only round 2 corner. Besides
only
Mikhail
round
Wright.
2?
Yeah, Mikhail Wright and Roger McCreary, because I have Darian Kendrick as a French first.
Oh man, well I like Martin Emerson a lot.
Yeah, I would have him as like an early third.
I do feel better about him in the later.
Yeah. Regardless, this pick is going to be Majai Sanders. He's been going off.
Okay.
He's really good.
I was just gonna say, I was like, okay, wow. Forgot we were still on the Cardinals.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Majai here. I think he has the most upside, and he's a good schematic fit. He's a good Chandler Jones replacement in the long run. You need some extra edge presence. You got it with Majai.
Yep. Now I got the daunting task of what to do with the Baltimore Ravens
without Akem on the board.
He's not. I don't think he's gonna sniff anywhere in this area when it comes draft time.
I mean, I don't blame you. After how I've seen him progress, I totally agree.
Yeah. I think getting maybe depth at the corner position. I mean, I don't. McDuffie. If McDuffie ain't a fit for the Cardinals, he definitely ain't a fit for the Ravens. So I'm probably going safety, honestly, because they do love their safeties. They love their sub packages.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with the more physical safety when being Jordan Battle. Also a good man coverage safety, a guy that can play around the line of scrimmage. He's kind of a headhunter. Well, not really a headhunter. He likes to hit low, but
he's really good.
Yeah, he's really good. I think you could get real creative with him. So yeah, let's go. Let's go with that.
I would not like that solely because as a Steelers fan, it would be very irritating to see Jordan Battle, who I think is a monster, on the field 2 times a year against us. But yeah, no, it would suck. Number 29, you got the Lions on the board, and they've been gifted something very nice. Trent McDuffie.
Thank goodness, dude. I'm not going to lie. I was sitting there with the Chiefs, and I was like, I can't pass on McDuffie, man. Like, our scheme's not that good anyway, so let's blow it up. McDuffie could have went at 27. McDuffie, I was thinking about taking him at 26 with the not the Chiefs, the Cowboys.
I mean, hell, he could have went number 22 with the Saints. Like, there's a lot of points where he could have went and he just didn't.
Yeah,
it's not because he deserved to not go. It's just the way it fell.
Oh man, this is a bit of a predicament I am currently in.
You want to go the TDN route and just pick Jahan Dotson?
I guess if I hate my defense, right? No, man. I corner, definitely it's there. I think Roger McCreary or Kendrick. I'd probably lean McCreary if I had to go corner. Well, just because the character concerns are legit, I think, with Kendrick. There's just a lot of questions that need answered
They
right
brought
now.
on Baker after a robbery.
Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, but still, I'm not gonna justify, picking this cat right now. I think in the second round, there's a lot less on the line. I'm not trying to Isaiah Wilson myself with this pick.
Okay.
That's the last thing I need, dude. Just go on TikTok and there's just Darion Kendrick just on top of a car, waving a gun, dancing, looking like he's Jackson Mahomes.
Oh my.
Dude. I think safety actually. I was trying to talk myself into one of the edge guys, but honestly,
Daxon would work really well.
It would have to be a spag guy, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking at. Harrison.
Yeah, but I don't think he's a first rounder. Like for me, a lot of the shines come off. I know I typically was quicker to defend this guy than you were. I don't know if the roles are reversed. I feel better about someone this unpolished in an edge class this good on day 2.
That's fair.
So, this is kind of tough, but I think I'm gonna go with safety. I'm gonna go with safety. I'm actually gonna go with Daxton Hill.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk myself into Brisker because I do like Brisker a lot, but there are some limitations with what he can do, and that's the thing with the Chiefs. I need a guy that doesn't have those movement skill limitations. Not to say Brisker's bad by any means. It's just, I'd rather take the guy that I know can cover a lot of ground if I say, hey, you're my center fielder,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair. Sitting here at number 31, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a tough one because I'm also thinking about going safety here because I think going secondary is a good idea. So you can look at corner. I still think Darion Kendrick is a really good fit. I also see Brandon Joseph as a guy with an extreme upside where I had him as my number 6 player in the draft. So pick your poison. I think they, throughout their draft philosophy, besides randomly getting, who's the cat out of Florida that they got? I'm bugging on his name right now. Kyle Trask. Besides that, they've been taking shots on dudes with some pretty high ceiling.
What safety out of Florida did they get?
But you look at Tryon,
the team.
No, you look at Joe Tryon, somebody with an extremely high ceiling, very unpolished. You look at even in their 4th round, they got Jalen Darden, somebody with a very high ceiling out of North Texas. I think Brandon Joseph has that same ceiling, and he fits exactly what they'd probably be looking for, more of a roaming free safety, but you can adjust him to whatever you want. That's where I'm going, Brandon Joseph.
Okay, I see you.
We had a run on safeties here, man.
Yeah, I know.
Shoot.
And I'm not gonna lie, like Brisker's kind of a fun fit for Buffalo, but it's not what they need. Devin Lloyd's sitting here. I think he's perfect for this scheme. Tremaine Edmonds he's a good athlete, but what more does he do? Give me Lloyd, a guy that can clog passing lanes with his length. He's got enough explosiveness to get to the flats if you need him to. And guess what? The man can blitz. The man can run stuff. Yeah, I'll take me some Devin Lloyd, please.
I see that you're drafting the retirement home at the end of the first. He's a redshirt senior.
Hey, dude, I'm okay with that. It means he's ready to play.
That's fair. But
shoot, for you guys watching, isn't there a 7th-year edge out of Colorado State?
Yeah, there is. God, that's so terrible. Regardless, that's going to be the end of the first round. So for y'all watching, thank you guys so much for coming in. Tune in tomorrow for round 2, and we'll see y'all later.
Golly, this was interesting. Catch you on the flip side. It's not my ending phrase, but it's what came out.